Hey world, in today's 9 minutes motivation, and to share with you something that makes our mind weak and it can be actually avoided because we all know the power of the mind, what it can do. The whole world is nothing but projection of the mind as a power. Whatever we see, the creation done by the man, the invention, the discoveries, all is because of the power of the mind. There's one thing which weakens the mind, and it's a very obvious thing for a nature of a human being. But I think if it can be practiced properly, disciplined, we can make sure that our mind doesn't get weakened because of this aspect. There's so many reasons because of which the mind can get weak. But one, for example, a healthy body will have a healthy mind. Sick body will have a weak mind. Like that, that is at a physical level, something at a very mental level that can actually weaken the mind. I'll explain to you and share with you an incident that happened recently. I was going for a meeting with some gentlemen, and somehow I'm always on time or before time. And suddenly I realized there is, that I don't know where it went wrong, and I somehow felt that I may not reach on time. This doubt came into my mind. Again, doubt is one more reason for mind to become weak. And this doubt came, I think I may not reach on the time. And for me to be on time and before time is like for me, like a life and death situation. Always been on time or before time. This mind started playing the game. In that very instant, I started thinking, um, I'll just message the person saying that too much traffic is there and something. Suddenly, there are so many excuses. My mind was popping up. This I can tell, this I can tell, this I can tell. But of course, subconsciously, I'm very, very strong. So subconsciously, think conspire, and I was there before the gentleman could come and meet me, and I was before time, and nothing went wrong. Everything went. But within those 20 minutes of journey, the way my mind was playing games to create some excuses which never existed in my life. And I realized every time the mind becomes weak, it starts looking for excuses, those escape doors, those fallback options by which you can save yourself of an embarrassment, of any kind of commitment that you would have given to cut a sorry face, how to avoid it. So mind started giving these excuses which like was crazy for me. And then I realized I'm not somebody who believes in giving excuses. This one thing I don't give in my life is I don't give excuses. Either I do it or I don't do it. There's nothing in between. A weak mind, or whenever the mind becomes weak, even for a strong mind, a very strong mind, but even when the mind in those moments become weak, it starts giving excuses. Weak mind start giving excuses. Reverse also is true. When you start giving excuses in life, it creates a weaker mind. Weak mind is equal to excuses. Excuses is equal to weak mind. That's the truth of life. Then, when the reverse also is true, then it is called satyam. It is called truth. Weak mind creates excuses. By giving excuses, you create a weaker mind. If you have a habit of giving excuses for anything, doesn't matter small things or big things. If you're giving excuses, it is going to weaken your mind. Very beautiful value that we used to practice in my initial training. A value it is to say that I will vaccinate myself against excusitis. No excuses, no matter what. Neither I give excuses nor I take excuses from people. I tell them if you can do it, do it. Otherwise, tell I did not do it, I could not do it. Don't give reasons because once you give reasons, it is not to justify me, just not to satisfy my curiosity or my disturbance. By giving excuses, you're telling it to your mind, yes, I could not do because of. And then you start giving countless excuses which were never there. It was never the reason. That was not reason because of which you could not do it. There was a lack of planning, lack of organizing yourself, and 100 more things would have been there. By giving excuses, trying to justify and explain that because of these reasons never existed before we started the project, before we started the thing. These things never existed. Only because you are not able to complete it, you're not able to do justice to it, your mind started creating those excuses. And this giving excuses, this habit will actually create a weak mind. And you can check out all of them who have pocket full of excuses. Why you did not do the homework? We have excuses. Why you did not come on time? We have excuses. Why you did not pay on time? We have excuses. Oh, you for everything. Why you behave like that? We have excuses. And these excuses will create a weak mind. Weak mind cannot achieve greatness. Only a strong mind can achieve greatness. एक बार बोल दिया तो बोल दिया. What I have said it, I will go and do it. Or I will tell, I don't think I will be able to do it, and I cannot do it. I will not do it. Even this also creates a stronger mind. By saying no, I cannot do it or I will not do it, it also will create a stronger mind. Of course, by going ahead and doing it what you have promised, you make even more powerful mind. But in between this, when you have this habit of giving excuses for everything, I think you will only end up creating a weaker mind. Even if your excuses were valid, reasonable, genuine. And the truth is, all excuses for the person are genuine only. Or justifications are always genuine only. Only thing is, the other person don't believe in this. It doesn't make sense to them. So I have this very beautiful value that I practice. I will not give excuses. I have vaccinated myself against excusitis. The biggest disease in the world for the mind is excusitis. So vaccinate yourself against excuses. It's not easy because this has been your this has been nature of people from the childhood. Children have seen parents giving excuses for not fulfilling the promises they made. So from them, they have picked up the habit of giving excuses. Teachers have given excuses to the children for 100 things. And when the children have seen growing, everybody gives excuses for non-performance or non-completion or non-doing. Then we don't need to teach exclusively some classes about how to give excuses. They all grow up giving excuses. And today we have the world filled with excuses. From the government to the politicians to the watchman to the helper. I think everybody is infected with this mind weakening disease called giving excuses. You want to achieve greatness, you want to achieve accomplishments, you want to fulfill your goal, you want to reach the destination that you have chosen for yourself. Then I think stop giving excuses. You may not be able to have a control over people giving excuses, but definitely you should vaccinate yourself against excuses. I don't give excuses, whether it's excuse of health or excuse of time or excuse of money or excuse of distance or excuse of tiredness or excuse of anything. If I've committed for this, I will do it. And if I cannot do it, I will tell you well in advance. I don't think I've told this, but I will not do it. So don't worry about the whole thing. Forget it. No excuses. Make a list of excuses that you have been giving and one by one, shoot it off. And then live life free from excuses and you have a powerful mind. With a belief, let's start this beautiful day here together. Here we go. So guys, go get set and grow.